In a thriving city of the Mughal Empire during the early 1600s, there lived a 20-year-old man named Zaid. He was the son of a renowned merchant, but had always dreamed of becoming a scholar and a teacher. Zaid's intelligence and curiosity were unmatched, yet something held him back, a fear deeply rooted in his mind. Zaid often found himself paralyzed by self-doubt. He feared failure, the judgment of others, and the possibility of disappointing his family. Despite his talent, his thoughts would spiral endlessly. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail to deliver when the time comes? What if Allah has not destined success for me? His father Umar was a man of wisdom and faith. He often said, "Zaid, knowledge is a trust from Allah. It is not just about knowing but believing that He will guide you." Yet Zaid struggled to internalize these words. One evening after the Isha prayer, Zaid approached Sheikh Hassan, a revered scholar who was known for his profound understanding of the human soul. "Sheikh," Zaid began, "I cannot quiet my thoughts. They hold me back from becoming who I want to be." The Sheikh listened carefully and then smiled. "Come with me tomorrow to the hills outside the city. Bring nothing but your trust in Allah." The following morning, Zaid met Sheikh Hassan at dawn. They walked in silence to a hillside where a river flowed below. The Sheikh handed Zaid a feather and said, "Carry this down to the river without letting it fall." Zaid hesitated but nodded, focusing intently on the feather as he walked carefully down the uneven path. When Zaid reached the river, he sighed in relief, realizing he had succeeded. As he returned, Sheikh Hassan asked, "While you were carrying the feather, did you think about your doubts or your fears?" Zaid shook his head, realizing his thoughts had been consumed by the task. "Zaid," the Sheikh said, "the feather represents your trust in Allah. When you focus on that trust and carry it with care, there is no room for fear or doubt. But when you let go of it, your thoughts scatter and you lose your way." Allah says in the Quran, "And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out and will provide for him from where he does not expect." Surah At-Talaq 65 verse 2-3. Trust in Allah, Zaid, and you will find clarity. Zaid began to practice what the Sheikh had taught him. Each day he would sit by the river, reflecting on the names of Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Razak, Al-Hakim. As he did, he felt his mind calm, his doubts fade, and his faith strengthen. He realized that his fears were like the waves in the river, restless and ever-changing, but Allah's guidance was like the steady flow beneath them. Over time, Zaid's confidence grew. He became a teacher, sharing not only his knowledge but also the lessons Sheikh Hassan had given him. He taught his students to trust in Allah, to focus on what they could control, and to leave the rest to Him. His life was no longer ruled by fear, but by faith and purpose. Overthinking often stems from our desire to control what is beyond us, but Islam reminds us that true peace comes when we surrender to Allah's plan. Remember, trust in Allah is the key to freeing your mind and finding your purpose. Overcome your doubts, embrace your faith. Subscribe for more inspiring stories rooted in Islamic wisdom